Ho, ho, ho. Welcome. I am here with my mom,
Hi.
and we were going through one of our awesome Christmas traditions. I've mentioned it a few times that I've been uploading these adult letters to Santa to my Medium page, and they're on eggnography.com. And I don't think people are grasping the awesome factor of these things.
Oh yeah, these are unique.
It is. I mean, we have a pretty cool family, and I would put this at one of the coolest things about our family.
Yes.
That and the fact that we can fly.
And the beer hunt.
The beer hunt is up there too.
Yes.
And so we were talking about, and for 2017, we wanted to make a book of all these letters for family, friends, and world leaders. You know what you're getting next year, Trumpy. But we're going to read a few of them. So this is how it works. Each year on Christmas Eve, my brother and I think of some letter wackiness that is for Santa that a kid should not read. And then my mom is the liaison to Santa, so she contacts Santa and transcribes his response.
Right. Right.
Right.
Very late. Very late at
after
night.
after all of Santa's other duties that night.
Yes.
So it's very impressive, but it's kind of an improv. It's like it all happens Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No pre-plan.
So let's see. Here's so this one. One year we left out a box of cologne, and it said it was called Frankincense and Myrrh from Calvin Klein. Smell like a savior. That's pretty funny right there.
Yes.
Okay, but here's the letter. The letter said, "Dear Santa, thank you so much for all your hard work. But as we all know, with hard work comes a manly odor. Not only do you have the undeniable stench of an overweight man in too much clothing, but you've also got to deal with the smell from a night's worth of reindeer debris, chimney soot, and the occasional kiss from someone else's mommy. Not to worry, we got your back, Santa Man. Just spray a bit of this stuff on your way home and Mrs. Claus will love you for it. Love, Jimmy and Johnny." And then Santa wrote,
Dear Jimmy and Johnny, you don't know how timely your gift is. Mrs. Claus has been making snide comments about my healthy scent. She has no understanding of what an exhaustive and physical job I have. She should try staying up all night and delivering presents to all the children in the whole world. That's a lot of ground to cover in one night. She has even resorted to withholding her favors, if you know what I mean. I may be an old man, but I still have physical needs. It's not right for her to do that. She married me for better or worse, but she's trying to renege on her vows. Jimmy and Johnny, I thank you for trying to help my marriage survive. If only Mrs. Claus could be so understanding. At least I know you two understand. Love, Santa.
that was in 2006. All right. So then this one was from 2008. And for those of you who aren't deeply in touch with your economic history, we were in the middle of a recession. Or it was, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Dear Santa, the economic downturn has been tough on all of us, and while we're not privy to your financial statements, the number of kids asking you for iPods and cell phones cannot be making things any easier for you. But not to worry. We've been tossing around some ideas and think we have some rock-solid ideas to help you maximize profits and avoid any elfin layoffs. We've come up with 2 revenue streams for you. 1, leverage your good name. Not in a tacky way, of course. We have a couple suggestions right off the bat and have initiated talks with Procter & Gamble for a candy cane scented line of hair and beard grooming products, as well as the Nestle Corporation. See the prototype candy packaging attached to this note. And we left out a box of reindeerettes, which is milk chocolate covered reindeer pellets. Santa Claus approved. Number 2. Hire out the elf workforce during the off season. There are hundreds of options, but the obvious one to start with are a stuntman for children. Duh, maybe you're already doing this. We also have some interested parties who would like to get started on some miniature reenactments of Civil War battles. Look, we love you and don't mean to tell you how to do your business, but times are tough and we hate to see you or any elf families suffer. Humbly, Jimmy and Johnny.
And so Santa responded, Dear Jimmy and Johnny, I appreciate your concern. The economy has really tanked all over the world. At least the North Pole is not as affected by the downturn since no one seems to know in which country it's located. Pretty cagey, huh? Our biggest problem has been trying to keep the reindeer out of sight. That Sarah Palin is a wicked sharpshooter. Actually, Mrs. Claus has been taking correspondence courses for her MBA and has come up with some ideas of her own. Since sequels have been so popular in Hollywood, she's trying to peddle the idea of a Wizard of Oz Part 2. This could get the elves some off-season work and cut down on our unemployment costs. She suggested, too, that I write a children's book. I'm one of the few strangers that kids are encouraged to know and trust. I could warn them about bad strangers or tell them things to really warp their minds. We could go either way. I like your suggestion, and Mrs. Claus and I will discuss them. I just need to get this night over with first. You know, there are a lot more kids around now than there used to be. You'd think some people had never heard of birth control. It's becoming a really difficult job. I guess I shouldn't complain. I only really work one night a year. Be good to your mother and continue to care for the planet and its inhabitants. Santa.
And that was 2008. All right. This one was last year. And this was, it's interesting that we're in Star Wars fever because we were a year ago too.
Yes, yes.
They know how to work us with those holiday movie frenzies. Okay. Santa, while many wonder how you travel around the world in a night or go up and down chimneys, we know the truth. It's pretty obvious that you are a Jedi Knight. Maybe it's the proximity to the North Pole that kicks your midichlorians into high gear. It takes some Yoda-like force to be able to know who is naughty and who is nice. And despite all the Fox News rhetoric against rebel scum, we are proud to have you or any Jedi in our home. If you have a free sec, could you answer a few questions about your adventures and alternative lifestyle? Number 1, is being on the naughty list a reliable predictor of who succumbs to the dark side? Number 2, are Prancer, Blitzen, and Donner actually Wookiees? Number 3, can your sleigh make the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs? And number 4, did Mrs. Claus ever date Lando Calrissian? Thanks for all you do for the children of Earth and for the ones in galaxies far, far away. Love, Jimmy and Johnny. And then there was a thing that said, P.S. Is this one of your elves? And it's a little Yoda picture. And Santa responded,
Dear Jimmy and Johnny, I'm amazed that it's taken so long for my true identity to be figured out. Of course I'm a Jedi Knight. Only the intense training by the Masters could have prepared me for this yearly journey. I spend my year honing my skills with the Force. As to your questions, I never wish to put anyone on the naughty list. However, it's sometimes necessary. The dark side can be very powerful. I always hope they can be turned around toward good. As to my sleigh, I do cover a large area in a short night, but 12 parsecs is plenty of time. I'm able to cover the Earth and galaxies far, far away. It's all in the manual. You'll have to ask Mrs. Claus about the last question. Lando and I are no longer on speaking terms since his last visit. Remember to stay on the nice list, and may the Force be with you. Till next year, Santa.
If you are just joining us, we are sharing the Stin family Christmas Eve tradition where my brother and I write up some adult letter to Santa that is not intended for the kids to see, and then Santa responds. It all happens Christmas Eve. It's not, pre-done. It's just kind of like a little improv thing that our family does, and sometimes it's really darn funny. Sometimes it's more visual. For example,
The fashion one?
I was going to say the...
Oh, that one. Okay.
Where's the response to that one?
I may not have one.
Oh. This one said, Dear Santa, traveling the globe at light speed, otherworldly flying reindeer, don't worry, your secret is safe with us. And then there's this. And then it says, we left out these 2 big sticks covered in tinfoil that said, to save you some time, we pre-probed ourselves. Hope this helps your anal data collection efforts. Shazbot, Jim and John. And then one year we left out this big bowl of water with a sign that said, Dear Santa, we made you this ice sculpture. Hope you like it. So,
and I don't know where the responses are.
Some of these have been lost to history. But anyway, we are big fans of evolving tradition. We will share the beer hunt tradition when Easter comes around, and encourage you to embrace your families with the silliness and reverence.
Well, yes, of course. Now, we take this very seriously.
Absolutely.
And late on Christmas Eve, it's very serious.
Should we keep going? Is anyone still listening? Oh, here's one that's interesting because of the political aspect of it. Since we do, we have these cycles.
Yes,
So,
yeah, unfortunately.
Dear Santa, given the political climate in the U.S. right now, it might be time to think about the message you send out to the world. You give all the good boys and girls, regardless of their station in life. You give to all the good boys and girls, regardless of their station in life. You believe in a strong international community. You're a promoter of peace and goodwill year after year. Clearly, you lean to the left. Santa, it may be time to don a new suit. And this is a whole red state, blue state thing. Get it? Huh? And there's Santa in his blue suit. Get it? And then what did Santa write?
Dear Jimmy and Johnny, you are such good boys. Yes, you are correct.
Well, right is then it's crossed
right,
out like
and
right.
Then I cross that out. Santa, cross that out. You are correct. You do understand my mission of peace and goodwill to all. The blue states continue to want everyone included in the goodwill, while the red states continue to be closed-minded and not see beyond people like themselves. I must wear red because otherwise the red states would not believe. How much better to believe without seeing. Thank you for doing my work of peace and goodwill throughout the whole year. You are very important to me. Love in red and blue.
That's a good one. That's from 2004.
And still applies. I don't have an answer to that one.
This one doesn't have an answer?
No.
All right. This one's... I'll do this one. Okay. In 2014, this was right after some celebrity just had their cell phone hacked. And so we made it little like a Gawker, North Pole celebs caught in leaked nude photo hack. It says, Dear Santa, totally sucks that your nude photos were hacked from your personal cell phone. It is a violation of rights. Nobody deserves that, especially you. Not to pull a I told you so, but we have been telling you for years that sending nude pics, even tasteful ones, is a risky pastime for someone who works with kids as much as you do. But still, this is America, and even someone who routinely breaks into people's homes is deserving of privacy and protection. If it makes you feel any better, we thought you looked great in the pics we saw. Polar bears are so hot right now. That being said, it is too bad those leaked emails didn't paint you in a better light. Seriously, calling Rudolph a red-nosed stepchild and saying that Blitzer wasn't fit to pull down my pants, let alone my sleigh? I know they were meant to be private, but yikes. Don't worry, Santa. This will all blow over like a foggy Christmas Eve. We love you always, Jimmy and Johnny. And Santa replies,
Dear Jimmy and Johnny, I'm surprised at you two. You shouldn't be looking at pictures of naked men. You know better. I guess it's only natural for you two to be jealous of me. I've worked hard for this relaxed physique. It's taken years of milk and cookies to get in this shape. Actually, I'm pretty proud of my pictures. You know, if you've got it, flaunt it. So start eating more cookies and milk and you too can look like me. Have a wonderful year, but be careful with some of those websites. Take care. Love, Santa.
Ah, and hello to everyone who has popped in. Hello, Trina. Said hello to you from Australia.
Oh, hi.
And anyone else who's popped in to say hello. This is my mom. We finally have matching hair after years of me asking her to go pink, which you did when you went to Burning Man.
I did. Yes, I did.
Yes.
And it's not, and I appreciate the camaraderie now that you've joined me.
This one was 1999. We did this a long time.
Oh yeah.
This is a simple one. It just said, Santa, we love you, but we're concerned too. Since you are the king of one-night stands, we just want to make sure you're being safe. And then we had condoms out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dear boys, I appreciate your concern. I want you to know that the bananas of the world are safe tonight. You know, in the old days, I didn't find much produce this time of year. Don't forget to wear your rubbers when you go out. Much love, Santa.
I think that bananas was a reference to a often joked about process of condom use education.
Yes.
Yes. And if I ever lose my virginity, I will remember what I learned from those bananas.
If you ever do. Okay.
If I ever do.
Okay.
Well, I'm not married. So then, I guess the other thing that I was just going to share is we also do a thing where originally we had strings tied to our stockings, which was a tradition started when you got hand-me-down toys that were repainted.
Well, it was a new dollhouse that hadn't dried. The paint hadn't dried. So.
And then after we did that for years, and then after years of
the main gift was then on the end of the strings. Someplace in the house, 2 strings would go into a closet, 1 string would come out. No one would know whose gift was in there.
Right. So you'd follow the string around the house, and then after that was all done, somebody had to deal with all that string.
Yes. And when I was growing up, we were taught to roll the string up, but I was never able to teach my children that. Therefore, I got a little tired of throwing away bunches of string every year.
And so we started doing like scavenger hunts with rhymes.
Right.
With rhyming things that would take you around with your clues, and you find another clue, and you find another clue. And let's see. Oh, these are just the ones that Jim did, right?
Yeah, these are just Jim's.
So after years and years of you or Santa doing all this effort with rhyming, my brother, who's very funny, started to do ones for Santa. And, it became very meta. Mama, you seem a bit smug. You know this house well. But my gift search takes you from here to H-E double hell. Wait, double toothpicks. Oh. Yeah, I see. Now I see it. Okay. Are you losing your confidence? You seem a bit shyer. Does it scare you that I could hide it anywhere, even the dryer? Or perhaps in a place where your clothes can get dry? Hide it in the dryer? Impossible, she cried. The dryer's for clothes. Gifts go by the tree. Trust me, it's in the dryer. I would like you to see. You must have had help from Santa or an elf. No, really, it's by the dryer. Go see for yourself. Give me a hint. I'm hanging on a wire. It's in the dryer. It's in the freaking dryer. I've got it. I know just where to look. Then off we go to the clothes cleaning nook. Maybe I'm too tough on you, more challenging than the men. Now go quickly. Don't make me say dryer again. This is one that was, "Arr, matey, you found me pirate treasure map. This clue will lead to your booty. Seriously, crap. Walk 11 paces to the north, then 13 southwest. Do you see your gift? Oh, wait, is that right? It's outside by the jacuzzi. Is that where is that where you ended up? I wasn't sure because I was writing this at home and I was trying to estimate how many paces it might be, but then I wasn't really sure what a pace was, and Wikipedia had like 2 different measurements, so I had to kind of guess. And I thought about ditching the pirate thing in the beginning, just rhyming some word with jacuzzi, but I kept getting stuck trying to come up with a sentence with the word oozy that sounded Christmassy. Anyway, like I said, it's out by the jacuzzi. Anyway, I just wanted to share.
It's fun.
It's fun.
And some of the best gifts are the people.
Yay!
And the creativity.
I think that we really steered away from the buying things aspect of gift giving, although we still do that.
But not much. Not
no.
much.
In fact, you pointed out that I haven't redeemed my my coupons for gifts for several years.
That's right.
So
yeah, he's a very cheap date.
It's because all I really want is more time with my family.
And we like to give that.
I love you, Mom. Thanks for being a good sport.
I love you, Johnny.
Thanks for tuning in. We will wish you Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
If you celebrate that, and happy love-filled days and nights, whatever your beliefs are.
Yes.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Love you.